Blizzard warning should cancel out for tomorrow, but we'll have some leftover snowflakes from this major blizzard and very cold temperatures. Your details are coming up next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we'll hear from the National Weather Service on this record-setting blizzard hitting most of the Upper Peninsula. Plus, we'll hear more from Michigan leaders on how the state is looking to boost literacy rates. And students in the Delta Schoolcraft Intermediate School District are learning not just how to use AI, but how to build it as well. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
And welcome in. A first look at your forecast. We're taking some deep breaths, and this was really just an hour by hour as we tried to get through this historic blizzard. So just for Marquette, and remember, this is as of 5:30, so the official numbers for the day aren't until midnight, but just nearly 20 inches of snow into Marquette, and there have been even more impressive snow totals. We have very cold temperatures for tomorrow. We'll talk more about what we can expect for the rest of this blizzard warning. We're in the final stretch. Some snow lingers in the morning, but I'll break down everything you need to know in just a few.
Sounds good, Kelly. Thank you. 2 full days of snow have caused school closures, businesses remain unopened, and hazardous road conditions continue as plows try to keep up. Our own John Truitt spoke to the National Weather Service to give us more details on this record-setting event.
A powerful late-season blizzard is pounding communities across the UP, bringing heavy snowfall, powerful winds, and dangerous travel conditions. In cities across the region, snow has been falling steadily as strong winds off Lake Superior create blowing and drifting snow, reducing visibility to near zero at times.
Yeah, in terms of snowfall, it definitely is up there. At our office in Negaunee, we're now up to the 4th snowiest winter to date.
Road crews have been working around the clock trying to keep major routes open. Authorities across the region are urging drivers to stay off the roads unless it's absolutely necessary. Schools, businesses, and government offices have been forced to close as the storm continues to intensify.
This one actually impacted probably the largest footprint of the UP in terms of events we've had this year. The only area it kind of spared actually was the Upper Peninsula that didn't see a whole lot of snow with this event.
The bottom line is that this St. Patrick's Day storm is sure to break records.
This one is approaching a 2-day record snowfall for our office in Negaunee. So through 2 p.m. today, we've had about 29 inches of snow so far with this event. And the 2-day record is just under 32. So if we get about 3 more inches between that snowfall, this may be the biggest 2-day snowfall that we've had on record here.
In Marquette, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
March is Reading Month in Michigan, and education leaders say it's a chance to highlight new efforts to improve literacy in schools. The state is promoting teacher training and encouraging students to build stronger reading habits. Our own Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy reports on how officials hope those efforts will boost reading scores.
March is Reading Month across the state of Michigan, and state education leaders say this year marks an important moment following new dyslexia and literacy laws passed in 2024. The Michigan Department of Education is using the month to promote training for educators and get more students engaged in reading.
This year's March is Reading Month is definitely a milestone for all that we have accomplished.
State officials say one major focus is training teachers in the science of reading. The state is encouraging pre-K through 5th grade educators to participate in letters training. The department is also sending staff into schools across the state this month.
There are over, at this point, 100 MDE staff members who are getting out in over 100, and I think it's 182 at this point, schools that we'll be visiting between now and the end of March, Sophia, getting in and modeling the importance of reading.
The push comes as Michigan works to improve reading scores that have lagged in recent years. Factors like economic challenges and the COVID-19 pandemic have impacted learning. Education leaders say the goal is to build a stronger culture of literacy both in and out of the classroom.
We really focus on it right now in March, but what we're doing Sophia, is changing the culture around literacy. Literacy is a part of our daily lives. Reading can definitely be that key to opening up and expanding knowledge.
State officials say they hope those efforts will help more students get on track with reading skills in the years ahead. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
Artificial intelligence is becoming increasingly prevalent across many industries and sectors. Our Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons shows us how students at the Delta Schoolcraft Intermediate School District are learning about AI and ways to safely apply their knowledge in the workforce.
We try to use AI as a tool for promoting higher knowledge rather than just giving answers.
A primary focus of the ISD's IT Essentials class is cybersecurity, which is as much of an issue as ever with the emergence of AI.
We try to promote the understanding of what's actually going on with AI. Where are your prompts going? What kind of access do systems have? Cybersecurity is kind of like a teeter-totter. It's a balance with convenience and security.
The ISD built a custom server, giving students like Cash Royer first-hand experience with the technology.
We have a front end that's kind of acts like ChatGPT, and then there's another one that acts like Stable Diffusion or Nano Banana, which is image generation. I could ask it a question like, how do I set up a VLAN and network for a small business? If you look over here, you can see it running, and then it starts laying out how to set up a VLAN and a network for a small business.
Royer and his classmates have also learned how to code simple clicker-style games.
The best way to learn something is to actually do something. So if they go out there and use ChatGPT or look on forums, they can slowly but surely build that confidence and then build an actual game.
Royer says for all its pros, the technology does come with some cons.
One big negative is the data getting out there. That's why we've worked on this project with this AI computer. None of the data is getting out there, and then dependency on it. Instead of outright giving you the answer, it'll slowly but surely kind of like act like a teacher, like slowly push you and closer towards the right answer, so you're actually learning it.
He says this class gives him the tools to combat those issues and to enter a workforce that's utilizing artificial intelligence more and more every day.
I use AI at work. Every time I'm troubleshooting, I have to use it. Either I take hours looking at forums, or I write a quick question and I find out what the issue is and I get it fixed really fast. It's just a new technology and people need to adapt.
AI is here to stay, and it's going to be ingrained in pretty much everything we do with technology. I think it's important to not just take it for what it is, but to understand it.
Reporting in Escanaba, Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News.
The chairman of the FCC threatened to revoke news outlets' licenses over their coverage of the Iran war, but a journalism advocacy organization tells our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp the chairman's threats are toothless.
On Saturday, Brendan Carr, the chairman of the FCC, threatened to pull news organizations' broadcast licenses for their coverage of the war in Iran. Carr's post on X says in part, broadcasters that are running hoaxes and news distortions, also known as the fake news, have a chance now to correct course before their license renewals come up. The law is clear. Broadcasters must operate in the public interest, and they will lose their licenses if they do not. The FCC does not license national networks, but does license the local stations that carry their programming. Carr's post was in response to the president's statement on social media, referring to an article that reported 5 American refueling planes had been struck in Saudi Arabia. Trump claimed the headline was intentionally misleading.
I actually think it's pretty criminal because our media companies, who have no credibility whatsoever, are putting out information that they know is false.
Anna Gomez, a commissioner with the FCC, shared on X, the FCC can issue threats all day long, but it is powerless to carry them out. Such threats violate the First Amendment and will go nowhere. Broadcasters should continue covering the news fiercely and independently without fear of government pressure.
You can say, as many have, that Carr is bluffing, that licenses aren't up for renewal for several years until 2028, by which time presumably Brendan Carr will no longer be FCC chair, that even if he were somehow able to call licenses for renewal early, there would be an extended litigation process and regulatory process, and there would be ample avenues to challenge his efforts to retaliate. And that's all true. His threats are pretty toothless, legally speaking. That doesn't mean there won't be a chilling effect, though.
In Washington, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
The John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts Board of Directors voted to shut down operations for 2 years following this summer's July 4th celebrations. The plans to renovate the facility come after a wave of resignations and performance cancellations. Last year, President Trump ousted the center's leadership, replacing it with a hand-picked board of trustees that named him chairman. At the White House before today's vote, the president said the need for extensive repairs prompted the initiative.
We're rebuilding it. It's in very, very bad condition. It's been it's been somewhat of a disaster, to be honest with you. It's been let go to hell. That's what they've done. They did a poor job. They spent money in the wrong places.
The Kennedy Center board also decided to install Matt Flocka as CEO and executive director to replace Trump ally Richard Grenell, a former U.S. ambassador to Germany. The board previously renamed the facility the Trump Kennedy Center, but some historians and lawmakers say congressional action would be needed to change the name. Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, we'll see how the other states in the Midwest are handling all of this winter weather. And the partial government shutdown continues to affect airports, with travelers still dealing with long lines. More on that when we come back.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Now through March at Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Lease a 2026 Chevrolet Equinox LT all-wheel drive for $379 a month for 36 months. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
I'll audit every dime of state spending. We'll cut millions in waste to balance the budget and completely eliminate the state income tax. 4747. Career politicians can't do that. This conservative business outsider can.
Think spring and save big at Menards. All prices are value after rebate. Pick up a bag of natural wood mulch, just $1.69. Crabgrass preventer with turf food, only $14.19. Stock up with 75-count disinfectant wipes, just $1.99. Tide Simply All-in-One Laundry Detergent is only $6.99. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics. What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
How to raise children.
Get out of here.
Door tap.
Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie on All in the Family.
Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ Me TV. Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News.
First, we'll audit state government and use the savings to help eliminate the state income tax. Then, let's reform Michigan's property taxes. Michigan will be back on top.
During Truck Month at Fox Marquette Chevrolet, lease a 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 for $364 a month for 36 months, plus supplier pricing for all on new 2026 Silverado 1500 trucks. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
Now, WZMQ TV 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back. We are continuing to talk about this major St. Patrick's Day blizzard, the blizzard of 2026, March blizzard, whatever you want to call it. This will go down in history. There's been so many records broken, whether it's single day snowfalls or cold temperatures. It's just a very record shattering type of storm that we've been dealing with. And this is a look into Ishpeming. This was sent in today. This is from our operations director. And as of the time this was sent in, I'm thinking this was around 30 inches. Whether it's 35 or 25 or 30, it's all going to look like this. We have that comparison of a pretty decent sized snow shovel where it's just about to that handle. So we're talking in multiple feet of snow. This can be very physically taxing on people to try to clear it out. So make sure you're checking in on your neighbors, check in on yourself. If you start to feeling right, like feel a certain way, like your heart beating a lot and you're just not feeling right shoveling the snow, take a break or have someone switch out with you, bribe them with something. We'll all try to get through it here. And remember, the last 24 hours, this was as of 5:30 today, 19.1 inches for Marquette. I'll have much more updated totals for tomorrow. There's only so many updates that come out per day, but I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit more than 19.1. The all-time single-day record is 23 inches. We're keeping track of that 2-day record, but nonetheless, a very impactful storm where it gets up to those number 1 or even number 2 spots of snowfall. For us here, that's a pretty big deal, and more snow is on the way. This blizzard warning going to cancel out pretty soon, and a lakeshore flood warning because of the wind gusts where we could have those low-lying issues impacted by some higher wave heights, and that's also going to cancel out in the next few hours. But that's because of this now lake effect that we're dealing with. This is the back end of that blizzard where once we get that counterclockwise motion to the east of us, that sets up those northern winds, and that's why we have some snow lingering into the Marquette and Munising area. And into tomorrow afternoon, there may be a few leftover snowflakes, but that's going to be nothing compared to the brunt of this storm where I think we experienced it on Sunday itself, and especially going into this morning. There's been lots of school cancellations. Continue to check in to make sure your schools and jobs are actually operating and open for tomorrow. This is going to be something where we're clearing out this snow for a while, and especially with some snow even lingering into Wednesday. Yeah, it's just going to be a rough go here. It's the road to the official start of spring. It's a bumpy road to get there, but we will get there. For tomorrow morning, we could have an extra inch or so, 2 inches, maybe up to 3 to 4, 5 to 6 for the Marquette and Munising area respectively. This is where it's going to linger around, so may accumulate an extra 4 or so inches on top of it. Otherwise, I think we're looking at a dusting, but with all the snow that's on the ground, the wind gusts are going to be blowing it around and reducing your visibility for the morning time travels. If you are traveling, as we know, just be careful for your St. Patrick's Day, and we rebound, we regroup and reset on Wednesday for a little bit more snow for Thursday and into the official start of spring.
Kelly, thank you again. The powerful winter storm that brought blizzard conditions to the Midwest is now moving east, bringing the risk of tornadoes, damaging winds, and hail from Florida to New York. The late winter storm paralyzed travel in Wisconsin, Minnesota, and of course Michigan over the weekend, and it's causing headaches at some of the nation's airports. Ian Lee reports from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
The late winter storm intensified as it moved east, stranding some travelers at major airports.
United told me they can't get me out till Tuesday, so then I checked with Delta.
Thousands of flights in the region were delayed or canceled Monday, with Atlanta imposing a temporary ground stop.
They kept telling us another hour will go, another hour will go, and at midnight they canceled the flight.
Forecasters say the system could bring hurricane-force winds, flash flooding, and possible tornadoes to much of the mid-Atlantic, including Washington, D.C.
During the storm, stay inside. If you need to travel, travel before the storm or wait until it's over.
Before tapering off, the storm pounded the upper Midwest, bringing more than 2 feet of snow to parts of Wisconsin. Green Bay got more than 17 inches Sunday, its biggest one-day snowfall since 1889.
By the wind coming off the snow coming off the building, I couldn't even see that this was that thick right here.
We got skiers in the streets.
In Michigan's Upper Peninsula, some residents use skis to get around, while this snowmobiler on Mackinac Island needed the Coast Guard to rescue him from shifting ice.
Part of the same storm hit southern Tennessee overnight with a possible tornado, damaging this home about 2 hours south of Nashville and knocking out power in the area. More than a month into the partial government shutdown, long lines are building up at airports around the country. Funding for the Department of Homeland Security is being held up over immigration issues, and that also means tens of thousands of TSA agents are among the workers going without pay. Jared Hill has more from New York.
Long lines snaked through Atlanta's International Airport Monday. Nasty weather, a spring break rush, and a partial government shutdown, all stressing the system.
No complaints, we're on spring break.
These college students came to the airport 2 hours early for their trip to Florida.
Definitely scared when we got here, but everyone in TSA has been so helpful guiding you in the right direction.
TSA agents are working without pay. On Friday, they missed their first full paycheck since the latest government shutdown began a month ago. In that time, call-out rates have more than doubled, and more than 300 employees have quit.
Many are coping with eviction notices, vehicle repossessions, empty refrigerators, and overdrawn bank accounts.
Congress has not funded the Department of Homeland Security, with Democrats pushing for changes to ICE, including requirements for enforcement agents to wear IDs and remove their masks.
If we can't agree on ICE reforms, let's pay everybody else.
They offered a vote to reopen individual agencies, including TSA. Republicans argue Democrats are playing politics at a time of heightened risk with the Iran war.
They've decided not to pay the men and women that are keeping us safe in our airports and in our skies in order to try to extract some political advantage.
Flyers around the country are prepared for significant delays.
We got here 2.5 hours early, so played the dad card real hard.
Fresh pressure on Sunday. CEOs from major airlines sent a letter to Congress writing, once again, air travel is the political football, calling the situation unacceptable.
More than 1,000 TSA officers quit during last year's record-long government shutdown. Still to come on your 19 News, there are a number of items up for auction, with most of them being from some of the highest regarded movies, including Harry Potter. We'll have the details after this.
From now through March, at Fox Nagani Chrysler, lease a 2026 Jeep Compass limited altitude 4x4 for $400 a month for 39 months during the Declaration of Deals sales event at Fox Nagani Chrysler.
Buckles Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet, with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brewed beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckles Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
What's happening?
Living a dream.
So how's it going?
Just living the dream.
Imagine winning $1 million a year for life.
Yep, living the dream.
Introducing the all-new Millionaire for Life game from the Michigan Lottery.
Discover Keweenaw Castle Resort, a luxury destination on the shores of Lake Superior in Michigan's stunning Keweenaw Peninsula. This quaint boutique retreat offers 4 beautifully appointed suites perfect for romantic getaways, anniversaries, or milestone celebrations. Enjoy thoughtful amenities like a swim spa, sauna, and serene lakeside views, plus easy access to outdoor adventure and local charm. Experience unforgettable hospitality in a one-of-a-kind setting. Visit KeweenawCastle.com to plan your escape to timeless relaxation and scenic beauty.
MeTV presents Potter Poetry.
Oh, pony pucks, bull cookies, horse hockey, pigeon pellets, mule muffins, monkey muffins, beaver biscuits, buffalo bagels, buffalo chips. That's what she said. Suffering buffalo chips, suffering saddle soap, suffering sheep dip.
Watch Colonel Potter on MASH.
Hot diggity, hot saucy, hot mustard.
MASH, weekdays and Sundays at 7 on MeTV 19.1.
From now through March at Fox Nagani Chrysler, get 2.9% APR for 72 months and $3,500 in rebates on the 2026 Ram 1500. Plus, get a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty during Ram Truck Month at Fox Nagani Chrysler.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. The film One Battle After Another won Best Picture at Sunday's 98th Academy Awards, and stars like Michael B. Jordan and Sean Penn also took home Oscars. Bradley Blackburn has a recap of Hollywood's biggest night.
Before some of Hollywood's biggest stars, Conan O'Brien seized the crown, returning to the Oscars stage as host for the second year in a row. Real Oscars flew into the hands of stars like Jessie Buckley, who won Best Actress for her role in Hamnet.
I would like to dedicate this to the beautiful chaos of a mother's heart.
Michael B. Jordan won Best Actor for his dual roles in Sinners, his first Academy Award.
I stand here because of the people that came before me. Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington, Halle Berry, Jamie Foxx.
Sean Penn, notably absent from the ceremony, won Best Supporting Actor for his role in One Battle After Another. The film also received top awards for Best Picture and Best Director for Paul Thomas Anderson. K-pop Demon Hunters Golden got the gold statue for Best Original Song. History was also made as Sinners' Autumn Durald Arkapaw became the first woman to win the Oscar in cinematography. While a rousing performance of I Lied to You from Sinners featured ballet star Misty Copeland. The late Rob Reiner was honored by a stage full of stars led by Billy Crystal.
My friends, Rob's movies
will last for lifetimes.
And Barbra Streisand offered a rare performance for the late Robert Redford, her co-star in The Way We Were.
Oh yes, the way we were.
Generations of stars glittering on one big night.
It was also a significant night for CBS News' Steve Hartman. The film All the Empty Rooms, featuring his reporting on children killed in school shootings, received an Oscar for Best Documentary Short. Millions of Americans will head to Irish bars and pubs to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but a new generation of barkeepers is on a mission to make the pub experience more authentically Irish. But Bradley Blackburn shows us how they're finding a following.
Behind the curtain at Banshee in New York's East Village, owner Jennifer Murphy has built a bar that reminds her of home.
People felt like at home right away. I was getting comments that it was a little bit like a living room in a good way.
She grew up in Ireland, and after working in bars for years, she opened her own last November. On the menu, oysters, homemade brown bread with Irish butter, cocktails, and of course, Guinness.
So there is a method to this.
Definitely.
Which must be poured properly.
Always going to do 2 pours minimum. Some places do 3.
Those who know expect it.
Especially from the Irish guys. When they come in and they like the Guinness, that's a relief.
But there's no green beer here. What many think of as an Irish pub is in many ways more American.
I love those places. They're nostalgic in some ways, that kind of Irish-American, almost sports bar with an Irish flag. But I think there's a new wave of a little bit more authentic, kind of modern Irish.
Banshee is generating buzz. So are spots like the Wren in Baltimore, recognized by Bon Appetit. And Old School Guinness is now the fastest growing major beer in bars and restaurants.
The Guinness is great. It's exciting to have a new place with Guinness in the area.
The new pubs may be elevated, but the appeal is simple.
Take a
Cheers.
sip. Cheers. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you.
Promising a real taste of Ireland on St. Patrick's Day.
Perfect.
And all year round.
A new film unlocks a fear of Baumgartner infestations, while an upcoming auction puts a bit of magic under the hammer. Gwen Baumgartner has more of tonight's entertainment headlines.
They're saying it could be a Category 5.
That's what they always say, and then everything turns out to be fine.
If you're terrified of sharks, this might not be the film for you. Netflix just released this trailer of Thrash. The movie follows a coastal town's struggle to survive after a hurricane that brings flooding and sharks, lots of them. And help is in short supply.
Bet you never saw this on Shark Week.
Thrash swims onto screens April 10th. K-pop boy band BTS continues to tease their upcoming album and tour following a 3-year hiatus. The group released an animated video called What Is Your Love Song? BTS's world tour kicks off next month in South Korea, and their 5th studio album will be released on Friday. And here's a chance to buy some movie magic. Hundreds of props from films like Harry Potter, Argo, Indiana Jones, and The Hobbit are headed for auction in Paris. Some of the biggest draws include Voldemort's wand, expected to go for more than $22,000, and the prosthetic feet for Hobbit character Bilbo Baggins. Items hit the auction block next month.
Now stay tuned. We will have your final look at weather when we come back.
From now through March at Fox Nagani Chevrolet GMC. Lease a 2026 Chevrolet Equinox for $425 a month for 36 months with $500 due at signing. Sign and drive. Together, let's drive. Fox Nagani Chevrolet GMC.
Dutch Boy. It's only paint. It's only paint that goes on easy with a super smooth finish. It's only paint that battles even the toughest challenges, like keeping that neon orange under wraps. It's only paint that will inspire you to write your masterpiece. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who starred in that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only durable, dependable, change your life both professionally and romantically. Dutch Boy Paint.
Me TV presents Potter Poetry.
Oh, pony pucks, bull cookies, horse hockey, pigeon pellets, mule muffins, monkey muffins. That's what she said.
Watch Colonel Potter on MASH.
Hot diggity, hot saucy, hot mustard.
Weekdays and Sundays at 7 on MeTV 19.1. Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
During Truck Month at Fox Nagani Chevrolet GMC, lease a 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 for $425 a month for 36 months with $500 due at signing. Sign and drive, plus supplier pricing for all on new 2026 Silverado 1500 trucks.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see.
D-E-P-R.
Mental illness doesn't show up on a scale. Bipolar? Sorting out a mental health concern takes professional diagnosis and treatment.
Anxiety. I thought so.
If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Final check of your forecast as we are in the final stretch of this historic blizzard that happened this past weekend and continuing, even lingering into the early morning hours. The blizzard warning should no longer be in place as we actually start to get our day going at around that morning time, but still we're going to see some leftover snowflakes, very scattered though, really significantly tapering off throughout the late afternoon, early evening hours for your Tuesday. And other than that, we'll have a few snowflakes possibly for Wednesday, but Wednesday is going to be a good day where we can try to get ahead of some of that snow shoveling and kind of rest and regroup. And I showed you a previous model of some snow totals where we were seeing up to 3 to 6 inches. This is a little less intense of that, so split the difference. We could be looking at another 1 to 2 or 3 to 4 inches of snow, especially into the Marquette and Munising areas throughout tomorrow. Once we clear that, of course, this is, I guess, going to be your St. Patrick's Day snow. We regroup on your Wednesday, a few more flurries for Thursday, but we officially kick off that new season of spring this upcoming Friday.
Sounds good to me, Kelly. Thank you again. And finally tonight, it's been certainly cold, but that didn't stop dozens of brave souls from taking the plunge in Gwyn Saturday afternoon. Leprechauns, prisoners, polar bears, and even Dorothy and the Tin Man from the Land of Oz lined up at the Up North Lodge, ready to make a splash for a good cause. The Polar Plunge raises money for Special Olympics Michigan and the athletes who compete across the state. Organizers say the event is about more than just jumping in a pool.
I mean, yeah, everybody just comes out, they have a good time. They get food for it with the plunge. We got a lot of stuff going on inside with raffles and bucket raffles. It's just raising funds, having fun, and supporting our athletes.
And for these plungers, a little icy water is a small price to pay for the athletes who give it their all every time they compete. That's it for now, everyone. Stay safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow at 6/5 Central.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Ford Truck Month, now through March at Fox Marquette Ford. Lease a 2026 F-150 XLT Super Crew 4-wheel drive for $498 a month for 36 months. Fox Marquette Ford. Experience the difference.
Update your home with new GE appliances from Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. GE appliances are built to last, have print-resistant finishes, and offer high performance with energy efficiency. Kirkish has